Hello, I'm Paul, founder here at Javelin Content. Thanks very much for subscribing to the Content Classroom newsletter. And this week's topic of conversation is all around what happens when you finally get a lead that converts. They've watched your content, they've looked at your videos, they've read your posts, and they're inspired. They're curious. What does this person do? How can they help me? What are their products and services? How can I find out more information? And 9 times out of 10, they then move straight to your LinkedIn profile or your Facebook profile, whatever your social media website is. And from past experience, the majority of what they'll find there is a real mixed bag. It's a bunch of AI generated stuff. It's things that you wrote 12 years ago. It's your personal CV from the last time you applied for a job before becoming a business owner. Or it's some in-depth rant about the products and services that you offer that really doesn't appeal to them at the stage they are in the buying journey. So this week, Content Classroom is all about what happens at that point. How can you help people to move past that point? How can you get them to the conversation? And how do you support them with their research and analysis that they're still looking to do? As we know from, the last 3-4 years have kind of really magnified that people want to create their own buying journey. We want to do our own research. I don't want to be bothered by you in the email. I don't want to receive your LinkedIn messages. I want to find out what it is that people I like do. And if they solve my problems, I then want to approach them on my terms. That's the way it works. And yet we set ourselves up for failure. We create all this amazing content. We create articles and videos, and we fall at the first hurdle, right? They don't even get to the website because our LinkedIn profile or our social media profile is, we know it. We know it needs work. The amount of people I speak to, and their first answer is, ignore the profile. I know it needs updating. Would you treat your website that way? I mean, some people do. Some people let the website go, right? People have still got websites from the 90s. But I'm talking like, you're investing a lot of time and money, your own energy, your own resources into doing what you do. Your profile needs to convert people. People think it's just this online CV so people can see how much of an expert you are. No, it really isn't. I was fortunate enough to have a version 1 of my website written by a very premium copywriter who was a friend of a friend, and they did an amazing job with it. It really inspired me. And I've since then been very brave and created my own version that speaks a little bit more to the way I want to come across to people and the tone of voice that I want to use and the story I want to tell. And that's the point, is your profile should be creating an emotional connection between the outcomes your ideal audience are looking to achieve and what you do. They don't care. They don't need to know the ins and outs of it. Maybe at best a 3-step process that you follow that kind of highlight the overall customer journey. That's cool. But anything beyond that, really, it needs to move to the website or a presentation deck or something like that. It should be about highlighting how your past experiences have set you up to be a unique individual, to create a unique business that solves their unique problems and challenges. And remember to talk about the feelings. If you're a swimming pool salesperson, you don't sell the swimming pool. You sell the feeling of luxury and relaxation when that person's had that pool installed and they're in their back garden in Spain, enjoying the sun and relaxing, right? That's what sells. It's not the process of having the pool built and the specifications of the pool and the width and the length and the depth and how many degrees it'll be and what the chlorine level, that cares. None of that. That's the problem I see for a lot of people. And the other thing is call to action, right? So you've got a headline. First of all, your headline shouldn't be your job title. It's not a job title. It's your headline. When you read a newspaper, the headline doesn't tell you this is a boring newspaper about the news for today. It tells you the news in a glance. That's what you need. You need a line or a short amount of summary that helps people understand how you're going to help them. Tie it to the outcomes. You have your about section. At the very end, you have your call to action. And your call to action should be a simple way for them to get in touch. How do they take it further? Do you want them to move to your website because your website's had a lot of money spent on it and it should do the conversion for you? Is it that you're quite a small business, so you just want to put them into a Calendly link to find out more? Maybe you want them to connect with you on YouTube, or you want them to go and have a look at your podcast, or you've got some lead generation tool that kind of pre-qualifies people in an audit or a quiz. Brilliant. Include that in there. And also make sure you've got your social proof in that LinkedIn profile. So talk about some of your recent experiences from your clients and what they said about you specifically. Cut down version, chopped in, put in that about section. You can get all of that in there. It's an iterative process, right? It's not going to be right straight away. It takes time, it takes passion, it takes work on it. And sometimes you need an external point of view. I don't do LinkedIn profile writes for many people. I do the odd one now and again when the inspiration takes me. I don't really enjoy doing them for the vast majority of people. But if you are curious about getting your LinkedIn profile rewritten, I know some fantastic people. I know 2 or 3 different people who have a good market mix between them, and I can point you to the right one without you having to go fishing around. So reach out to me if that's of interest. Love to hear from you. But most importantly, get that profile rewritten. Download a copy of it as a PDF before you start. Work on it as a Microsoft Word document or a Google document. Finish it in there and then copy it across. So you've got a copy of what it used to be. You've got a copy of the proposal. Then upload it and put it in there. Download yourself another PDF. Put them side by side and see the difference. Put them in front of a stranger and let them tell you the difference. And you'll thank me later. But absolutely 0 point creating good content for any social media platform or for LinkedIn if you haven't got the next step behind it to back it. Get it done. And that includes your business profile, your personal profile, and all your job experiences aren't there to tell people how wonderful of a person you are. They're there to show how you're uniquely qualified to do what you do now. Nothing else matters. If you change, you need to rewrite it all. It's very simple. But aim it at one specific goal. Have that one ideal client that you have right now in your mind as you write it, and think about how you would sell it to them if you had to do it all over again. Fantastic. When you do that, give me a shout. Let me have a look at it. I would love to see the before and afters, or maybe even feature you in the newsletter in coming edition. Have a fantastic afternoon. Bye-bye.